Hello! Welcome to Galactic Initiative. I'm your host, Jeff. In this video, I will examine the recent shortfall of HasLab's Black Series Rancor. Allow me to provide some context for those unfamiliar with the platform. HasLab is short for Hasbro Laboratory, a crowdfunded project branch of Hasbro Pulse, an insider toy website that Hasbro launched in 2019. To date, 2 large expensive Star Wars toys have been successfully funded. That is, people ordered enough units to hit Hasbro's established targets and move the products into production. In 2019, Jabba's sail barge the Katana needed 5,000 pre-orders at $500 each. It received almost 9,000. In 2020, the Mandalorian's Razor Crest needed 6,000 pre-orders at $350 each. It drew over 28,000. In addition to the featured products, Hasbro created levels or tiers beyond the initial thresholds to encourage orders. The tiers included exclusive action figures and accessories. Hasbro set 45-day pre-order windows for both toys. This year's Star Wars project, the Rancor, didn't reach its target given the same window. It needed 9,000 pre-orders at $350 each. It received 8,533. Why? Time for the post-mortem analysis of HasLab's first Star Wars crash. To me, the most obvious difference between the past successes and the Rancor's failure is the scale. Both the sail barge and Razor Crest were designed for 3 3/4-inch action figures, the height of Kenner's original 12. From 1978 to the present, that scale has been the standard for kids and collectors. The Rancor, on the other hand, was designed for 6-inch figures from the premium Black Series launched by Hasbro in 2013. So, 2 vehicles consistent with figures produced over 4 decades, compared to a creature for a spendy series with only an 8-year history. Also, the distinction between vehicle and creature is significant. The 6-inch Black Series will never feature numerous vehicles due to size and cost. For example, the Millennium Falcon would be over 3 feet in length if it was scaled to the Black Series as the original toy was scaled to the vintage figures. The charge for such bulky vehicles would be prohibitive. Plus, though I like both, I would choose a vehicle over a creature in a this or that scenario. Timing and price contributed to the Rancor's failure too. The sail barge was available from February to April. The Razor Crest was sold from September to November. The Rancor was offered from October to December. The high-ticket, virus of unknown origin and winter holidays don't favor disposable income. My budget is often stretched to its limit in November and December, as I purchase gifts for loved ones and colleagues. And rare are the spouses, children, relatives, and friends who are aware of HasLab and can or will drop $350 on a Star Wars present. Many collectors ask themselves and one another, is the Rancor worth $350? Could the add-ons for the tiers beyond the initial threshold justify the cost? And will the project reach one or more of those tiers? The answers from my friends who are collectors was no to all. A few still ordered the Rancor due to FOMO and completist compulsions. The majority, however, decided against it. Production and shipping were concerns in this uncertain era. The sail barge arrived on schedule in 2019, but the Razor Crest has been delayed. The second HasLab toy was scheduled for delivery this past fall, but Hasbro postponed it until early 2022. Backers paid for the Razor Crest when they ordered it in 2020, a year passed, and still no product. Hasbro gained over $2 million for the Razor Crest. On-time delivery isn't an unreasonable expectation, and whether or not it is legitimate, to some extent, the delay affected potential Rancor buyers. The Rancor suffered a limit of 5 per transaction. Again, I must ask why. The product hadn't been manufactured and Hasbro chose the minimum threshold. Why would a business place a cap on crowdfunding? Isn't the idea to earn as much money as possible? Perhaps Hasbro fears resale in secondary markets because the previous toys had the same limit. Odd. Keep in mind, Hasbro sets the prices, goals, and deadlines. The corporation was free to reduce the target, lower the cost, and/or extend the order window. Its failures at research and execution were at best naive and at worst intentional. The $350 Razor Crest had a target of 6,000 backers, but the $350 Rancor had a target of 9,000 backers. I emphasize the nature of a crowd-funded project. Hasbro clearly had an amount in mind. By increasing the required number of units by 3,000 from the Razor Crest to the Rancor, the company tried to boost its income by over $1 million. So either Hasbro misjudged the Rancor's popularity, became too greedy, or both. Furthermore, HasLab continues to compete with itself by simultaneously offering products from different yet related franchises. The $400 Ghostbusters Proton Pack and the $230 G.I. Joe Sky Striker were competing with the $350 Star Wars Rancor. The three franchises are not exclusive in terms of their consumers. As adults, children of the 70s, 80s, and 90s frequently purchase toys from all three. They evolved into collectors and/or want to share their interests with subsequent generations. Why force people who would purchase all three toys to choose between them? This self-inflicted competition limits HasLab's success. By the way, almost 15,000 Proton Packs have already been purchased in advance of the toy's December 12th order deadline. Those sales add up to nearly $6 million. HasLab's target? 7,000 packs. The Sky Striker was fully funded with 16,750 units by its December 7th time limit, contributing nearly $4 million in total. HasLab's goal was 10,000 jets. The shipping window for both toys? Spring 2023. Final thought. I've used the word failure to describe the Rancor. A high number of fans disagree. Hasbro might disagree. Failure in this sense means no product. The Rancor won't be manufactured as a result of its shortfall, which reflects the market principles of supply and demand. Hasbro won't waste resources to produce the Rancor. Many fans and observers celebrated the Rancor's demise through social media. They felt the Rancor wasn't worth the price, and Hasbro was attempting to gouge consumers. So from a certain point of view, HasLab's pre-order system works well, regardless of each toy's outcome. I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider a thumbs up, and check out other interesting Star Wars videos from Galactic Initiative.
Galactic Initiative is not authorized or endorsed by Lucasfilm Limited. The name Star Wars and all related materials are registered trademarks of Lucasfilm Limited, a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company, all rights reserved. Galactic Initiative is a registered trademark, and other product and company names are trademarks of their respective holders. Use does not imply affiliation or endorsement.